Right. Greetings and welcome to another episode of Educeumm. This time it is Educeumm Kwanzaa. It's kind of a special celebration because it's kind of two in one. I've already had Adrian 607 Tillman Ashe on before. I have him Ashe. But I have him back though because our last our last session was a little staticky. So
I didn't have my stuff together. I got it together now.
we got it together.
You got to be ready. Now I'm ready.
Ashe, right? And but today we're going to kind of be getting ready for Kwanzaa. We're going to be talking about Ujamaa, which is cooperative economics, but just kind of in the conversation of everything. But I just want to start off quickly telling you guys what Educeumm is. Educeumm is a platform where we have conversations about things that may bother you, may bother me, things that we're aware of, but might not always have the opportunity to talk about. We discuss them in a conversational manner. So educe is the root word of educate, which means to bring out. So most of the information that we're looking for, the knowledge we're looking for is already inside of us. We just need help bringing it out. So that's what we do here. We educe us, Ashe. So Adrian is part of my series of 20 or so dope Black men. I know. I see him rocking his shirt. I wasn't even paying attention at first.
Yeah, you better
Yes. Ashe, I see you.
Yeah.
Dope Black man, Adrian 607 Tillman.
Appreciate you.
Again.
Wear it with pride.
Ashe. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Adrian?
Adrian Tillman, 41 years old, got 49 albums out, a couple of kids, a couple of small businesses, and looking forward to living about 80 more years, man. God is good.
Ashe, right? He said it because Adrian's very healthy as well, right? Because he put 80 on top of 40, right? That's a little past everybody else is expecting.
I'm not really super duper healthy, but I'm not one of those people like, if you're gonna wipe me, then just bury me. Nope, wipe me and roll me out to the porch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be here as long as I can.
There we go.
I like it here.
Okay, right. I figured out how to make it work. Okay, but so I told Adrian, I had him on today to talk about Ujamaa. He was like, what? So yeah, we're doing Ujamaa, cooperative economics, sir. Because as if you were here last time, I was telling Adrian one of my not necessarily first memory, but biggest memories from him, or one of the things that he really has imparted on me was, I remember one time I was asking him, what the plan was, do you build? Do you have a plan? He was like, yeah, I got macro and micro, right? Plans, right? And then he literally went over the plans kind of with me, not through the whole plan, but just enough for me to kind of understand. And I was like, that's what's up. And it encouraged me to come up with my own macro and micro. No, understanding there's two parts to it. You know what I'm saying? So I was wondering if we could kind of talk a little bit on that, on what it takes to build, you know what I'm saying, something for yourself in general. Because I think I remember this song. Like I said, I'm not gonna even go there. I heard this song called Ain't Nobody Gonna Tell You How to Get Rich by Chinks a while ago. So, and when I heard that song and he broke down the lyrics, it made sense. It's not that people don't want to share the information with you. It's just that each path is different, right? There's no way that Adrian can tell me, China, how I can be successful, because my path can't be the exact same as Adrian's was, right? But there are trinkets and things of that nature, gifts, for lack of a better word, that Adrian can provide to me from his experience. My phone. Sorry, I'm gonna turn it off. That would be
answer now. Do it live.
Whatever, man. It's my alarm. It's not even but I'm trying to avoid.
Do it live.
There we go. Okay.
In the hood. This is the hood. That's how you know the hood is here. Can you hear me? Dang, you heard that?
I did. We heard it. That's okay, though. That's okay. I'm back. All right. It was my alarm. It wasn't. I should have turned it off, though. Anyway, I digress. But I did want you to talk to us a little bit about the importance of like when you have a business, like business quality, right? I was talking yesterday to Baba Amin. We were talking about Ujamaa, right? But basically, we were talking about people not wanting to support Black businesses because they have a bad experience with them, right? But a lot of times when we have a bad experience with a Black business, it's not necessarily a Black business, but oh, you need help on your car? My uncle got a degree. Like I have him, he work on cars. I have him come down and check out your car. So now the dude uncle then came and fixed your car. Now you have a problem with black business, right? But that's not necessarily a black business, right?
Right. Well, it's kind of is, but yeah, it really won't.
Right. No,
really
and that's why I wanted to have a conversation, right? Because we have to start somewhere. But are we going to base our opinions on that experience? Go ahead.
What I think we should do is base our opinions on the context. If we were broken up in slavery and not allowed to be parents, and then freed from slavery 1865, and then the Welfare Act of the 60s and 70s broke the family up again. You got to judge black mothers and fathers by how long we've been doing this. If they kept us out of the movies for a long time, then you're going to see some bad black movies because they weren't letting us be actors. So a couple of movies you watch, it's going to be some bad acting in there because we getting used to being on screen. You have to watch that. They got movies that did play before the pandemic. Movies playing out there at the rave. It was Indian movies. Now, all the movies wasn't good. I seen the trailers for some of them, but to be packed full of Indian people every time because you're growing with them. You're still supporting them with good faith, saying when your kids grow up, they're going to come here and see some Indian movies and they're going to be cold by then. And they are getting better. So I think it's the same with business. You go and you have a bad experience at a restaurant, maybe a detail shop, a mechanic place. Just know that we are young in our business walk and you have to maybe take a little extra effort. And sometimes it's what's seeming like black business is actually things and costs that they have to pass down to the customer because of other discrimination that they're going through or kinks in the system that they can't get past just yet because we don't know the system fully. Like sometimes if you go to a food truck, they'll have a extra $1 that you'll have to pay if you use a card. Now, I'm sure there's ways around that. Those guys are young and they walk. Some of these guys getting straight out of prison with these food trucks. They don't know how to get around that just yet. Don't stop going there because you have to use an extra $1 every time when you'll go to another restaurant, get some poo-poo service and some warm food and still tip, So I think with your own, it's just like with your kids and your family. Sometimes it takes a little bit of extra effort and maybe a little bit of counseling. If they open to it or something, just to be like, hey, what I'm saying, this would be really cool, if you could smile when you take my order,
Offer some feedback, okay?
So yeah, just a little bit. But I think with your own, it requires a little bit of extra effort. That's really been the theme of my last 10 years, what I've been learning.
I love that. And it actually kind of transitions to me into the larger conversation that I wanted to have with you. So you said with your own, it sometimes take a little extra effort. So you've already introduced yourself as an entrepreneur, right? How long have you been an entrepreneur? You've already told us you're 41. How long have you been working for self, Adrian?
I've been solely working for myself since the year 2000, but I started off young selling candy and drawings, doing anything else to that. And I wasn't the only person doing that. I wasn't unique. That was just some kids was doing that, and I wanted to do that too. They used to sell the now laters like the big pink packs, and they had 3 6-packs in there. So 18 now laters you could buy for like 99 cents, but you could get off them things for a quarter. You know what I'm saying? So I was just at the school coming up with that, you know what I'm saying? So I could buy the little snacks. You was cool at school if you could buy the extra snacks that was for sale. You know what I'm saying? You had your lunch card and you can get your little tray. But if you could buy the Frito chili pie and eat that, you know what I'm saying? Look a girl in the eye like, you want some of this? You know, cool. So I want to do that. So I had to sell some now laters to get that Frito chili pie popping. And I did that.
Task goes accomplished. There you go. It's so silly.
Yeah, I've been an entrepreneur, I think, for a long time. I always thought like that. And then it really got galvanized. I had a lot of jobs. I done worked at a lot of fast food places. I worked at RGIS Inventory, Wendy's, Burger King.
RGIS Inventory.
We just used to go places like we went to Best Buy. We counted the whole Best Buy, counted and saw what they had, and we went to the Pines Mall at one of their stores up there and just counted everything that was in the store. But I didn't have a bunch of different jobs. I worked at a steel factory too. And I just really didn't enjoy two things. I didn't like working for people that I didn't respect their intellect. And I didn't like working for people in a system where they pass down their duties. So I worked at a hotel where the general manager was passing their work down to the assistant general manager, and the AGM was passing the work down to me, and I'm getting paid $7 an hour, and I don't understand. I'm not on salary. I don't get no benefits or nothing. And so when I kept encountering this, I was like, I think in order for me to I need to work for myself, because I had like 15, 20 jobs. I just didn't like them. I just didn't like it. It didn't feel right. And then I came out of my job one day. I'll never forget this day. And because I got off in the morning, I used to work from 11 to 7 a.m. And I was waiting on my ride, and I was just smiling like hard. I couldn't stop smiling. You know what I'm saying? Like the sun was coming up. I just felt good. I was just smiling. I was like, I want to feel like this every day. I want to feel like this every day. And this ain't cool. It's not cool. I shouldn't be smiling this hard at some regular shit like the sunrise. I don't know if we can curse. I'm sorry, these people. Ooh, I got some new toys too. I'm tired of this regular. You see what I'm saying? I got all type of gadgets. I wanted to feel like that. So that's what solidified me being an entrepreneur after I had about 15, 20 jobs. And I didn't like that, and I didn't like college. So I clocked out and went full time with it.
With what?
I said, God, if you want me to do something, then give me a sign. So I moved back to Little Rock from OU, and I put out an album, and I went and sat in Power 92 lobby for 3 or 4 hours waiting on Broadway Joe to come out and meet with me. He met with me, listened to the song I wanted to put on the radio. He was like, I don't really like rap, but we'll see something. He ended up playing it like soon after, and it started popping, and he put it in regular rotation, and I sold a lot of CDs. And even though one of my partners got shot while we was out there selling the CDs, I was like, I ignored that and looked at the money part of it and was like, maybe I should keep doing this, because this feels like something that I can do. I can make money directly off my ideas, and yeah. So that's when I started, and from there, and then a couple years after that, I started getting into the voiceovers, doing commercials for TV and radio, and just and that fit me too, because I'm a work for hire. You know what I'm saying? And I can turn stuff down. So I still feel like it feels like more like a partnership than I'm an employee. It's no,
for sure.
It's 1099s.
Yes. Yes. So, yeah. I was actually talking to someone, actually by all means, about that yesterday. I was telling him I saw, people, your feed on Facebook, and I saw a post where it was saying that you need to like establish a niche. But I was telling him that I feel very like adverse to the term niche, because whenever I think that that's something individual, and then if you only have one thing that you can do, you die off quickly, But he was kind of, when he was talking, I kind of saw that you have a niche and still be very good at several different things. Several things can complement your niche, right? They can help support them, make them better, you know what I'm saying? Help you move into different spaces with that, you know what I'm saying? So for him, it's education. For you, I kind of see it as music, right? Like, so music is your niche, you know what I'm saying? But you do all of these other things which complement your music, right? Including making music videos.
They came and got me off the stage and was like, come audition for this. You'll be good at this. I hear your voice.
Wow. That's what's up. That's dope, right? So how your gift allows those other things to come to you.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about that. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But it worked out. It was cool. It was a blessing.
That's what's up. And this is me being nosy, but is any of that like residual income? Because a lot of us don't know about residual income. It's like a group.
I'm one of those people. I don't know what residual income is. What does that mean?
Okay. So no worries. So I have a friend, actually my best friend. His name is Cleo Berry. He was actually my first Dope Black Man, but like my recording didn't work out, so I'm gonna do him last. He's gonna be my 20th. So anyway, long story short, he's an actor, and for commercials and some of his voice recordings and things of that nature, he gets a residual income. So anytime, even though he did it 10, 12 years ago, anytime that it plays, he gets some kind of royalty for it, right? So he gets these random checks, you know what I'm saying? Not random, you know what I'm saying? He gets his monthly or every 6 months, because it builds up to a certain number, right? And then they send him a check for it. So
I don't know if it's necessarily residual, but when I do things, like I think the life cycle of the average commercial is like 6 weeks, especially if we talk about radio. That's the cycle in a region. I get paid per cycle per region. So if they want to run it like a year later, that same commercial, they repay me the same fee. Yeah, they do. But most commercials are not like that. That's only like 5% of the work I do. Most of the stuff is like one-offs. And sometimes I get a big check if somebody wants to get something in perpetuity where they just own it forever.
Okay. So you do have the contracts where you do in perpetuity, where you do it that one time, they pay you that one thing, and they can use it as many times as they want to. But you also have contracts which are less often. You said about 5% of the contracts that you get, where it's residual, where if they use it again, they will pay you that same amount that y'all agreed to the first time.
Yeah, all of my stuff is like if they use it again, they have to pay me again. That's a basic thing. But only about 5% of my clients take advantage of that.
Okay. Got you. So that's in all of your contracts except for the ones that say perpetuity.
Right.
And you make them pay for that perpetuity.
They got to pay for that. That's that fee. A little bit more.
I say.
But it's worth it though. I'm gonna give you what you want.
There you go. But so having said that, last time you came on here, you were about to drop Toxic Hotep. I say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just watched it again right before we came on here. Do you want to talk to me a little bit about that?
Toxic Hotep is my sensational response to Hotep slander, And
what is a Hotep, sir?
What is a Hotep? A Hotep, I think Hotep actually is some type of Egyptian name or African name or something for somebody, a noble person, a noble figure. But in America, we call Hotep is supposedly a slanderous word to disparage a male who uses Black history as context for everything. You're always talking about Black history. Use a Hotep. So they, which to me, I'm just like, it's just like people call me a nerd. I'm like,
is that a negative thing?
Trying to hurt my feelings, yeah, because for sure I'm self-proclaimed. So just like this album, self-proclaimed.
Hotep is an Egyptian. I'm sorry. Hotep is an Egyptian word that roughly translates as to be at peace. And I thought that was interesting off of what you just said, because that's supposed to offend me, because right, because you said you at peace with that. So
I'm chilling. Yeah. I didn't know it was cool to not take history into context, but I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you cook.
Okay. That's okay. Yeah. So you're responding to the people that was calling you a Hotep.
It's sort of a satirical way, but it's some truth in there as well. Yeah, just responding to it, because I'm not a regular Hotep. I'm a toxic Hotep. Some people gonna go high, I'm gonna go low. So what you got to say about that?
I say. My friend posted. He said some people go high, I'm gonna go in. Okay,
you hear me? Yeah, for sure. All of us ain't pushovers. All of us ain't quiet. We're not finna turn the other cheek. Boy. I don't care what you're talking about. In the future, you gonna feel me. But I'm gonna make you hear me right now, because you lost, but your kids and stuff, maybe I'll impart some wisdom that'll perk their ears up to where we can move accordingly. I don't know what happened to you, but your story wrote. You know what I'm saying? But we writing the kid story beside you, and they don't got to come out like that. So hopefully they don't take pride in not knowing. Hopefully they don't take pride in ignoring context. So you're gonna get these jokes.
First, I say, but it's interesting. Like people are often offended when they feel ignorant, for lack of a better word, or unaware, or like lost in the conversation, or like they can't ground themselves. Like a lot of people don't like to argue with me, because when I have an argument, and when I say argument, I don't mean like a argument, more of a debate, right? A conversation. Like you have an opinion, I have an opinion. But when I have my opinion, generally I have some facts to back up my opinion, right? We got some articles, we got and then I ask you about your opinion, and all you can tell me is that's how you feel, right? And so when people don't have the ability to articulate, right, a lot of times they want to throw names like Hotep because you have the ability to articulate, because you did a little bit of research outside of your own opinion, correct?
Yeah, and you live in this, you studying it for a reason, so you can pass it down, so we can keep evolving. And it's no disrespect to them, but sometimes people work all day. You work 8 to 5, and then you go to a place that's supposedly a kickback, but somebody comes up with a hot button question, and you always got a person in the group who gonna kind of look at you. They charge you when you have an understanding. People ask you stuff in social settings on purpose, and it's like, okay, so we finna talk about this. I try to give y'all 3 short answers, but y'all keep asking me, so now I'm finna give you these paragraphs. Now the person who is controlling the floor, and they feel like that they role is like the turn up person, you kind of raining on their parade. We supposed to be turning up. We supposed to be taking shots. We supposed to be doing this. And you are grounding everybody with history and reality. And I came here to escape. And, so let's do battle. So, and then they come with the jokes. And that's how they win. That's why Toxic Hotel, they're going to get these jokes. I'm finna meet you. I'm finna meet you where you at. You know what I'm saying? And my jokes are wittier than yours because I have a wider I have a wider book to pull from because I'm not just and that's no disrespect to other people because I always wasn't up on my stuff either. But they gave me them jokes when I didn't know. So, I'm gonna keep the party going. I don't know what to tell them. I'm not finna be quiet though, because I used to be quiet, the peaceful guy. You don't say this. I'm like, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to go deep on y'all or whatever, even though they asked me. But now, nah, because it's not time for that. I don't understand. I don't understand why we playing. I don't understand why we twerking. I don't understand. It's a time and place. I'm not against it. I just don't understand it. Like, what are we celebrating?
Are you referring to the restaurant? Or are you just
No. I've been talking about that. Even at the protest, some of the protests that happened in Atlanta when our brother got killed on the Wendy's parking lot, they were on the front lines, burning down the Wendy's and twerking in front of the police line. I don't know what that means. I don't know what our kids are going to think that means. I don't know even if that was us out there doing that or if that was somebody representing somebody else. Because my sisters and my mama, they don't twerk at serious places. We don't twerk at funerals, at church. It's a time and place for it. You know what I'm saying? I love women. I love twerking. I love all of it. It's a time and place for it. And when we mourning or when we trying to get some laws passed or trying to get some social justice, I don't understand it. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I don't understand it. Maybe you can help me understand it. When I look sometimes at these sisters and brothers, I was just like, I see layers. I see that it's layers to you, a complex person. I think you have more to bring to the situation than a dance off. So just help me understand, what I'm saying? Why are you expressing yourself this way? Why, what do you think we doing here? Why do you think this is effective? I'm open to a conversation. I just don't understand it.
I feel you. I think, in my personal opinion, I think of dance as an art form. I don't think of twerking in particular, that particular vein of dance in and of itself, in the aspect that you're talking about it in, as an art form, because there's more than one form of twerking, right? We're familiar, just like you can be familiar with a term like hotep, right? There's more than one term for hotep. It has more than one history. But I feel you. I definitely think that there are times when people are inappropriate with their behavior. I think that we have to understand boundaries. I think that boundaries in general have kind of just been smeared, you know what I'm saying, culturally, not only for Black people, but like culturally, period. Like, people don't understand boundaries. You don't know what your personal boundaries are, and you don't know what cultural boundaries are. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that cultural boundaries are important for us to remember what those boundaries are and to set them for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And when we set boundaries for ourselves, that doesn't mean because you cross a boundary that I have to cross my boundary. You know what I'm saying? That means that I need to remove myself from the people who crossing boundaries because I'm not trying to be around that no more. You know what I'm saying? So well, like I was saying, like, dance, to me, dance is a form of spiritual release. You know what I'm saying? So there are places where mourning, where dance can help in grieving. You know what I'm saying? Dance can help in celebration. Dance can help in moving past certain things. You see what I'm saying? So I definitely think that I think rap can do that, right? Because rap is a form of poetry, but every type of rap is not supposed to be in every setting. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? So,
but if most people would have went to the front lines in Atlanta where they were getting pepper sprayed and started busting a rap, I'd have been disappointed. Like, brother, relax. Relax. Turn your Bluetooth speaker off. Can we do that later? I don't think they listening, brother. I know this is your thing. I don't know, bro. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If somebody would try to have a whole
conversation about whether or not you would be out there in general, because I don't think you would.
Let's be in the middle then. Don't sell your mixtapes to the riot.
I say, let's not do any of that.
We'll talk about the rest later.
Okay. It's not a place to promote because people do be selling shirts and stuff, though. Right? Because it's a crowd. It's a crowd they're trying to hustle.
It feels like self-promotion, and I think that's why because we down there as a group trying to get something accomplished for the future, and it feels like you're down there promoting yourself. You're trying to go viral. You're trying to be seen. That's what it feels like. It don't feel like healing. And maybe I'm just not in tune with the earth,
No,
but
I
it
agree.
don't feel like that.
I agree 100%. I agree with her. I agree. I think that you can feel like, you know what I'm saying, the energy not right. I agree. I agree 100%.
And then if you look at the other side of it, other things going on. And I think that guy in this restaurant brought this up. Nobody's twerking at Olive Garden. Nobody's twerking in the Catholic Church. Nobody's twerking at these other people's funerals. So you got these same people that go other places and they act a different way. All of a sudden they have boundaries, but they come to our stuff and they are people. And all of a sudden you don't got no boundaries. So you're going to go to over here to daycare and take off your shoes at the door. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. Please. Thank you. You're going to come to my house and you clipping your toenails in my recliner. You know, like what's the, so now I'm asking you, like, what is the difference in your mind between my house and their house? Because clearly, you know, it's some separation going on in your head. So what's the difference?
I kind of disagree with that a little bit with what
Okay.
he was saying. Only because one, he was he was serving liquor. He was playing booty dropping music, right? Cursing music. Like this is what we were kind of talking about with boundaries yesterday with Baba I mean. You know what I'm saying? So like if you want to have a high decorum space, right? Like play that music because there was a time, you know what I'm saying, when you were in spaces and you were had certain types of music. We had like live jazz and soft music and so there no, we're not gonna twerk to that. I'm not gonna twerk to live jazz. Period. Right. So if you didn't want them to twerk, why do you have a DJ, a club DJ in there serving alcohol and study playing the same type of music? So he said he came and he asked the women to stop more than once, right? So the first time he asked the woman to stop, why did you not at that point say, you know what, maybe we want a different energy in this space. Maybe we should change the music. But instead you go to the DJ and you hype him up again, right? You continue to serve these women liquor. Also, on top of that, I don't like it when in general, we compare ourselves because that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? They have Coyote Ugly where they get up on the tables and they do all of that. They have all these things where they act the fool, right? When they say when black people go out and riot, I know all kinds of situations, and I know you do too, Adrian, where white people done rioted and burnt stuff and flip stuff over. White women showing their titties every chance they get.
It
So
wasn't
let's
cool
not
with me when
talk
they was
about.
doing it either, though. It wasn't cool with me when they was doing it either.
And
Especially like,
I understand that, but don't make it seem like it's a black problem, right? This is an issue.
it's definitely not a. I think yeah, it's definitely not a black problem.
It's
But
not a black problem.
I'm saying like where is the line?
I
I
agree.
think that we're more
I
intelligent
agree.
beings than if we hear a song, we all of a sudden become possessed and have to resist the urge to express ourselves in a way that may be that because I think I think his restaurant didn't open that night. It opened up months earlier. So to his credit, he hadn't experienced that before. So he probably thought it was okay. It's like I've been playing this music and people have just been behaving the way I thought they would behave. They were just, they weren't leaning on my stuff. They weren't any safety hazard. They was just chilling to the music. But we was listening to some music that we'll hear at the barbecue. So he was like, maybe they're a little too turned up. I don't know. It is a risk. It's sort of a mixed bag. But I think the respect doesn't come from details. The respect just comes from the owner of a place laying out what they want to happen inside of their place that they took out a loan for.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I visited you. You said, sir, could you step out of your shoes? I wasn't like, where'd you get that from? You know what I'm saying? Who taught you
Some
that?
people do. Some
We
people
don't do that. We don't. Yeah. And you could actually, I'm like, this is China's domain.
I say.
What China won't, as long as it don't go against my morals, it's easy. To me, it's easy. And then to me, I think that's the bigger thing that we have to address.
I agree.
What is that in your head that makes you want to say, no, I don't want to respect what you asked me to do? When you ask me to do that, to me, that's not important to me. Even though you do this and do this, that's not important to me. Now, somebody else asks me to do this, I might talk a little noise, but then I calm down. But when you ask me to do that, that's not important to me. You being comfortable with me being inside your establishment is not important to me. And I think that's what we have. Because, it's just like when white people say, why can't we say the N word? I'm like, we're talking about the wrong thing. Let's talk about the part of you that wants to say it. Why? Why do you want to be able to say it? Because that's the bigger, I think that's a more important issue that we can address. And we don't have to address it now because we'd be supposed to be talking about Ujamaa.
No. I agree. But I like a good conversation. You know what I'm saying? A good back and forth. But I agree with what you're saying, and I feel you. I do think that we need to address the energy, right? But I feel, but like I said, I do feel like energy is created. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that he was creating a certain type of energy. I don't agree that they should have just, been going crazy in there. But it was definitely, I watched some of the videos and some of the comments and some of the like surveillance, and it was like it was almost like a cul-de-sac, right? In that little part of the restaurant, it was like a little circle area, and like they was hype in that corner. You know what I'm saying? And I know energy, Adrian, right? You know that people can throw you and feed you energy. They were feeding each other energy in that little space back there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you saw the videos, but like for me, because I'm an energy person, if you don't want the energy, cut the energy off. You know what I'm saying? They cut off. And then too, I just felt like he got a little out of his body. Like as a owner of a business establishment, you are the owner, right? You are supposed to, and then you're talking about holding this level of respect and decorum. Like you just let all that go. Like all of that is gone. You could like the standard that you were trying to set, you let that go when you start cursing out people. And no, there's no set of decorum. Where are your boundaries? You know, because you have to do.
Let's entertain this. He came and addressed them for the second or third time. Reported by him. There's no footage to back this up. For sure. But he didn't call the police on them or kick them out.
That's what he should have done.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't saying, it's just like me coming to you like, hey, you in my house, just stop doing what you're doing. And I get a little rough with my tone, but I'm not like China, get out. I'm like, China, relax. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, it's like I don't know. It's one of them things. I think nobody is all the way right. Nobody is all the way wrong, but I would love to live in a world where I think the world will be very simple if we just said, when I go into a person's domain, establishment, vehicle, whatever, I will respect their wishes because I respect them as a person. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's, I don't know. I don't know how to.
I also think there's the issue too, though, Adrian, of being serviced, right? So it's different you coming over my house and visiting me as my friend, or me going and getting in your car because you are my home, but this is your car. You know what I'm saying? But it's different. Me going to a restaurant, I'm paying my money. I expect to be serviced. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I came to have a good time. Maybe I heard about the DJ being, amazing. Maybe I heard about the drinks. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I agree. I do agree with it being his space. I do agree that like we need to have our own boundaries. You know what I'm saying? We need to have lines that we don't cross. I think that both of them were out of line. You know what I'm saying?
I think we would. That's why I wish that everybody in the hood should be forced, even if they're not business people. You should be forced to start a business. Forced to go through everything it takes, from idea to groundbreaking day to ribbon cutting day, and opening up a business. Because me as a business owner and not being a woman, and I admit that, it's easier for me to empathize with him because I've been through that process. That looked like a big place. It probably he probably had to borrow like $500,000 to open that place. You want to lean on some glass and twerk and break it, and then you're going to sue me if you mess some stuff up.
Right.
And I'm going to have to reset this whole process. All you did was have a birthday and you spent $30 and you didn't tip good, and you want concierge top flight service where you are allowed to act like a child. And to me, it just don't match up. It just doesn't match up. But I will say that I am biased because I am an entrepreneur myself. And I've been told no. You got banks that are still giving out loans by zip code. You got people who got contractors or people with invisible criteria. You know, people who come in late to check on your electrical, so your stuff steady getting stole. Like opening up a business is hard, especially a brick and mortar business in this day and age. And so I'm just like, man, if we could just respect at least the guy's wishes, you know, because that same woman, I'm sure she got some stuff she probably don't like. And it might be like some weird stuff, like just quit smacking. Don't smack when you eat your food, you know, or she gonna curse you out. And it's just like, I'm a smack, but I'm not gonna do it around you because I know how that make you get.
Right.
But yeah, they was both out of line. Should have handled it different. And then I'm glad he didn't call the police, because we already know what happens. Sometimes we call the police on our people. You ain't trying to put a hit on nobody.
For sure.
Get them beat up or killed. So it's the situation like, what are we gonna do? And then if you ever been in the back, because I done worked in a restaurant before, like the kitchen is jumping and frantic, and if he running it back there, it's already, you talk about energy. You talking about trying to serve these impatient, belligerent, toasty people,
Mm-hmm.
and then having to deal with like dealing with all that. Everybody got a lot on their plate, so it's cool though. In all, I like it because it's. I think we're all going to evolve from this. Because if this same situation happens again on both sides, it's not going to happen exactly like it did that night because we have had a whole national discussion about it.
For sure, and we have.
And unfortunately, these are some of the growing pains we going through while we doing what I love that we've been doing all of this year, which is just becoming a cohesive community.
Hmm. 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 Definitely. Definitely. And I'm gonna slide back to the topic a little bit, cooperative economics, right? But you kind of did that for me, cohesive community. I
Yeah,
say, thank you. I appreciate you, Adrian.
yeah, man.
But so I was talking to you about Toxic Hotep because you did a battle with Arkansas Bow, right? And after you
Mhm.
did that battle, all of a sudden you start doing a challenge, but that wasn't
Mhm.
based on the battle. That was based on the last
Right.
album.
That was based on the album dropping. The album just dropped like November the 1st. And then and we did it November the 10th was the battle. The Mobbing Out of Little Rock challenge happened about a couple of days before the battle started. I already had a couple turned
Okay.
in.
Okay.
And that kind of helped it go on. That kind of
For
helped it
sure.
go on. But yeah, it was already going on.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the Mobbing Out of Little Rock challenge, please,
I
Adrian?
got a song called Mobbing Out of Little Rock on the Toxic Hotep album, and it's just a super duper plain beat. I said I want to make a beat that's plain, just drums. Well, it's a melody on one part of it, but mainly just drums. And I'm just finna chop. I'm just finna come in and I'm just finna rap fast and talk. And I took this line from this rap that I wrote like in the 10th grade and started it off like that because I just wanted to come in there and be, because Toxic Hotep, it's some heavy songs on that album. I wanted one where I could just lay back and kick back on there. And it turned out to be one of people's favorite songs. So I took my vocals off of there, except for the hook. And I was like, if y'all want this beat, just holler at me. I'm going to slang it to you. And you can do your version of it. You know what I'm saying? Mobbing out of Lone Oak or mobbing out of, Helena or something like that. And people have been uploading their own videos and stuff. And there's been some good ones. Joker Beasy did a good one. Next to C did a good one. There's a couple of good ones coming up. I don't want to say their names though, in case they don't release it. So, but it's been fun. It's just finding new ways to have people know me and figure out my brand. Because if people want the beat, I don't just post the link. You have to inbox me.
I
So
say.
first of all, you have to know me or know somebody who know me on Facebook. And
Mhm.
normally they say, "Hey, what's up? What's going on, man? Can I get that beat?" And I'm like, "What's up, man? No problem. Here go this beat right here, man. Go ahead and kill it." They like, "Appreciate you, man. What we going?" We have an exchange.
Mhm.
We building. So
Mhm.
whether you even do the challenge or not, you're interacting with me because you're seeing me when I'm rapping, and you probably thinking, "Okay, this guy's this," but no, I'm rapping. I'm a different type of person. I'm a regular person. I'm a super duper nice, goofy person, and
Mhm.
they seeing that side through this interaction, which
Mhm.
is also reinforcing their feelings about the brand. It's another way for them to get to know me. And I'm just giving you the beat. Just do what you want to do. Make your own version of it. And I'm giving you the same beat that I rapped over. Do what you want to do. And then in a couple of at the beginning of 2021, I'm going to go live and play all of them, and we gonna laugh, talk about them, critique them, and just showcase them on there. Just community stuff. Just
We're
stuff. Like,
critiquing.
what's up?
We're critiquing.
I'm a critique it, but I'm gonna do a little light critique. I ain't just finna go in. They not a lot of these people not rappers. They just having fun. So I'm not gonna critique. I'm just going. Some people got some funny lines in there. Some people got some. It's not like a real critique. It's just me talking a little noise and having them on there live with me, and we all watching it and just like more community. That
For sure.
I was excited
Building
about the
community.
Arkansas Bowl verses because you got a chance to see two guys who've been doing this a long time battle each other, and we just love music. Everything I had something, he had something to respond to it. It wasn't pre-planned. He didn't know what I was gonna play. I didn't know, but I brought something because I knew I couldn't sleep. Arkansas Bow fans thought he was gonna wash me. My fans thought I was gonna watch him. I was like, "Don't you sleep on Arkansas Bo." that boy loved music. He been making music for a long time. But the best part about it is when we came there was no vitriol. It was a competitive spirit, but it was friendly competition.
Yes.
It was camaraderie. It was a meeting of the minds. When we pulled up, it was some people who had took off work, and that's what they told us. They took off work just to come be up there. They didn't even come up to the camera room. They just stood outside and watched it on their phones, but they just wanted to be around.
The
They just
energy.
wanted to be around it. Yeah, and I didn't even know it was going to be that fun. I had so much fun doing that. But they got a chance to see us in our element. Usually when they see us, it's on videos or on shows. You saw us up there talking, being goofy, laughing with each other, going back and forth, rapping each other's songs. We love music. And I think that came through. And that was good for the community. You know, that was real good for the community. Just and also, and not it wasn't that it was did on purpose because it was D-Dirt's idea. It just got a chance for them to see us in a different light and once again reinforce their feelings about the brand. You heard about me, you heard my rapping, you heard my skills, you heard about my community service, you know, my views, you inbox me, you know, you see that I'm really about this music stuff. So something come up, it's like, oh, like I don't know if you saw the Dave Chappelle, David Letterman interview. He lives on a farm somewhere and he's like, no, these are my people. My kids go to school with their kids. And when people come and try to do something to me or talk noise about me or pull up and paparazzi, they protect me. They don't tell people where I'm at. That's the type of stuff we got to go on. So they say, hey, such and such going on 607 going to be up at the school. He going to be at the school. Oh, my kid's good then. I already know what type of dude he is. I know his daddy. I know his mama. And I done seen him. I know how he move. I know his energy. Dude, cool. I'm at home. And that's what I want people to know. You know what I'm saying? You at home. My home is your home. We cool. We chilling. If you put me in charge of something, it's going to be straight. And, you know, just brand reinforcement, because it's really like a lot of people do a lot of stuff and research and go to college and do all this. All you have to do is be a good person and just be yourself and just be play and network, and people are going to see it. So, and if they don't see it, start a live stream. Sure.
I thought you was gonna go a whole nother way.
No. They don't say start a live stream because it's crazy. I did this thing with you, and that's why I said I love your energy. And when I talk to you, when I interact with you, I always grow. I didn't have my stuff together. I'm this guy who works on sound. I got all this stuff around me. I manipulate sound. I make beats. I mix. I master. And a simple stream, I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it work. I didn't know what to do. You know, so I went out and got some equipment so I would be prepared for that, because now this is about to be how I promote the album. And now I can do it. And now I've been live streaming more. And I feel like my studio is now a storefront because I can broadcast from here and invite people into the makings of what I do as far as the brand, and even interview people that I respect and they respect me. And so, you know, community, man, community.
Right.
Community.
So I have two more questions. I'm going to get into like the important question first that has to do with Kwanzaa, and then I'll go to
the like. Straight.
Okay, what?
Let me sit up straight.
Oh, would you say? I thought you were telling me to sit up straight. It's like what? Okay.
No.
Okay, so and I'll go first. Okay, so the 2020 theme for Kwanzaa this year is like living the principles year round, right? Like they say, don't celebrate Black History Month only in the month, of February. Let's celebrate. Let's always be thinking about it. And actually, I had you on because I already know that you live this principle, cooperative economics. Like this is a principle. And you said that earlier. These are things that we live, that we embody. They're not just things that we talk about. So I just want to know what you specifically have planned for 2021, because I know you be having macro and micro plans. What your plans is as far as cooperative economics, building community, building relationships with other businesses in general, but Black businesses in particular, right? Because just because you are for your people does not mean that you're anti anyone else, right? Because we've had negative experiences with Black people just like we've had negative experiences with white people, Ashe. But I would like to know how you plan on doing that going into 2021. I'm gonna go first. Ashe. So for 2021, I am launching cultural immersion media. Ashe. I'm super excited. I mean, is it up? Or is it up? Is it up?
Hold
Come
up.
on now. So,
Woo
there
child the ghetto.
you go. Cultural
There you
Emerging Media, Ashay.com. This is my new Roku channel that's coming. So on this channel, my objective is to, our objective is to curate content that is reflective of us, right? Not that is somewhat reflective or somehow like manipulated, and a lot of times it's difficult for us to get on platforms and things of that nature, get our content on digital platform like Hulu or Netflix, things of that nature. Like there's kind of no way for us to get into those avenues, right? So I have found a way for us to have our own Roku channel where we can be right next to Hulu and whoever else. And the plan is to expand to all of the different internet platforms over the course of the upcoming year. So if you want to get in early, Ashay, visit culturalimmersionmedia.com and fill out an application. We are accepting those right now. Like I said, we're trying to curate all kinds of content. The official launch date will be February 2021, but we will start putting up content for Kwanzaa, and you'll see this on there, Ashay. So we're really, really excited about that. Collaborating, building content, taking control of the narrative so that we can speak for ourselves, so that we can leave our own legacy. Ashay. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing as far as cooperative economics in 2021. What might you be doing, sir?
Well, I'm just gonna try to grow the live stream. So far, I've interviewed a Grammy Award winning mastering engineer. I'm about to interview this guy who was with Prince and the New Power Generation. He got 11 Grammys and he's an arranger. But what I'm doing is trying to grow my channel by interviewing these other guys and also networking with them through this. But then when I build it up, then I'm going to start doing what I was doing before, interviewing the people around here. Once I got everybody's attention, and try to build up this community. Because that's what's crazy. Like a girl won't look at you till you look at another girl. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at this other girl, and then now this other girl looking at you. That's how I go. So if I just started a live stream, I've done this. I interviewed notable people from around here and people I looked up to, and people who were up and coming. The mayor, Annie Abrams, Stacey McAdoo, Teacher of the Year, and it was cool. And they got some views, 10, 20K views. But when I build it up and interview these other people, and I get audience from around the world, then I can put Annie Abrams on a different stage.
For sure, different platform.
And show them what Arkansas is about, and archive it. We have it in archives now, so they can't tell us what our history was if we create it, and that's what we're doing right now. We creating history.
Creating, yes.
And so that's what I want to do. That's the plan. It's easier said than done, but I've been doing it, man. I'm super excited to try it. And a lot of it started from me being awful on your first stream. So
I'm glad we can be motivation.
I don't like to be awful at stuff, man, because I'm a slow learner, but once I learn it, I got it. Because I've been sitting up, even to get this stuff set up, it don't look like much, but to get it set up, all of this trial and error, every time I change, and this is just some tech talk, I ain't gonna stay on this too long. Every time I change my capture card, I could change the USB that it's in. My mouth don't match up with the video. The sound don't match up with the video, so I have to do clap tests and put it on a delay until it matches up. So I've changed it 3 times. So I've done clap tests for about literally 12 hours of just clapping and playing it back to see when it match up and moving it back another frame to offset it. It's been terrible, but I'm a slow learner. But once I got it, I got it. So I was like, I might as well do something with this now since I already have it. But it's a powerful tool if you want to communicate with everybody. Turn your office, your extra bedroom, your car. Invite the world in through your smartphone or camera or computer and turn it into a storefront. Because when I get on a live stream, and I'm going to share this with y'all, I get on live streams for 2 reasons. And this is why I started live streaming, because I monitor my own behavior. I want to interact with the person, and I'm going to type something to them, and I want them to say my name. Say my name. Acknowledge my comment. If you want to say nothing but 607 is in the building. I love it. I love that. And also, when that person is bringing value to me and I'm just watching a video and they're not charging me for it, the next time they sell something, I'm gonna buy it. I don't care if it's a pillow. I don't care if it's a lemon. I don't care I don't care what it is. I'm going to buy it because you have brought me value, and I want to show my gratitude. This is how I want to spend my 10% of my salary, by adding value to people who have given me value. And I believe in you. I know you got something powerful inside you. Share it with the world, and they'll give it back. One time we sat on a live stream with my guy, MG the Future, and he was like, I need a new MPC stand. And I was like, bro, make a Cash App right now, because he don't like Cash App. You know, he made one right there, and I was like, we finna buy that right now. It was like 160, and I was like, if 16 of us give $10, he got it, and he got like $300 that night. Wow. But he already given us so much value.
Yeah,
it was nothing. We jumped at the chance to give it to him.
Yeah,
and so I implore everybody to you got a phone, don't just text and make memes with it, man. Invite the world into your life and find your tribe, because it's easier to get 1,000 people globally than it is locally.
For sure.
Unfortunately, just because when you start to dig into yourself and become your true self, it's a super specific thing, and it's only specific people get along with you. So find those people around the globe, and you know, and y'all give value to each other, and y'all exchange currency and money and ideas, and I mean, what a time to be alive. 2021, that's what it's gonna be full of.
Yes. You just gave me so much right there. You don't even know. Thank you.
Hey, already.
For sure. Okay, last thing. I know you don't politic, but I just want to quickly speak about this presidential election that happened. I just talked to my grandma earlier because we had a whole fallout in my house about
not in the house.
Man, we had a whole fallout. So you know, it's girl. I say, you know, it's 4 generations over there with us. It's my grandma, my mama, and me and my baby. So, so of course, after I voted, like, one, you're not supposed to ask nobody how they vote, right? It's rude to ask somebody how they vote. But here comes Mom. Did you vote? Right? I already know she's talking about. I said, yes, Mom, I voted. Yes. And she's like, did you vote for Trump? I said, did you vote for? I said, I didn't vote. I didn't vote in the freaking presidential election. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I also know that it's electoral college, so technically you're not voting. Go ahead and vote if you want to, whatever. Anyway, I digress. So she tells me, oh, well, I'm not talking to you because you didn't vote. I was like, okay, whatever. You know, that's not true. But then I said, now you know that this man is about to go out kicking and screaming, right? It was a very close vote, right? There was still a large amount of the country that technically wanted this man to be in office. A lot of people voted for Trump, right? But on the way out, I knew he was going to go kicking and screaming. I knew there was going to be all kinds of issues. This man is trying to kill everybody he can on the way out, right? With all these death sentences, right? Now we have this issue with, I don't know what, 18 states signing some, I don't know, what is that? Some type of
I don't know specifically what it is, but as far as the death thing, I know he put Brandon Bernard to death last night.
Yep. But and he has more people.
They signing something, and I think our state is a part of it.
Yes, it is. Arkansas, of course. And then you want me to vote for Trump in Arkansas? Come now.
Oh, your mama wanted you to vote for Trump?
Not for Trump. But you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, like, my vote.
Like, I ain't seen her in a while. It's things are different.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying, like, in Arkansas, it didn't matter. I think the only thing in Arkansas was like 2 counties. It was like Pulaski, and then like some stuff like down by Mississippi. Anyway, I guess you haven't been paying attention, but I thought that shit was crazy, right?
I've been half paying attention. To me, it's like, it's very, I don't know. I'm just at the bottom. I'm so far at the bottom.
What you mean the bottom?
The bottom of everything. Upward mobility, economics, expectations. Everybody who I know thrived in this pandemic. We so low at the bottom. When they paid unemployment, we feel like we was rich. I got black soap in there, black vegetables. I got sea moss in there. I'll just be buying all type of black stuff this in my career. I got this black piece of tech up here that I bought from a guy out of New York who just makes tape simulators. You
Wow.
know,
Wow.
that's how I see the pandemic. That's what's been going on. So it's like
By Black.
it'd be hard for me to focus on that part because the good part of it is even the people who were on the fence before couldn't argue what's been going on for the past 4 years, and we kind of getting on the same page. And so I pay attention to them, but I kind of don't pay attention to them because they liars and thieves anyway, and I'm gonna survive it. But
Ashay.
to be in an environment where people around me are thriving and getting LA. Have you seen people just getting business licenses and just posted them on Facebook? You know, and true, getting a business license is not expensive. It's not hard, but I love that it's trendy,
Yeah.
and I love that people are trying. People don't understand when a black person starts a business, it's not the same as when a white person start a business. We are in Arkansas. We in a red state. We getting discriminated against. We getting slapped. We getting discouraged at every turn. When I get an A, it's not like when you get an A. I went through a lot more to get that A. So the fact that it's trendy now and people actually have the audacity to believe that they can succeed is something that I'm going to encourage. And that's how I be spending my time trying to encourage, you know what I'm saying? And some of this stuff is good. I bought some soap. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be truthful. I bought some soap, a big old bag of it, $50 worth of it. And she gave me more than I know it's more than $50 worth. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this soap. First, I'm gonna do it with the safeguard like I normally do, and I'm gonna use this soap last. You know what I'm saying? Since it's supposed to have it. And I stopped myself. I'm like, why am I not trusting this soap? The people who make safeguard, they just people. And safeguard dry my skin out.
It's a machine.
So I did. That's how I was thinking at first. So I was like, I'm gonna just use it. So I just used it, and I'm telling you, it worked good. It worked better than the store soap. It don't
I
have me.
use my soap. I make my own soap. I make my own butter. I make my own hair products.
That's what I'm saying, man. So it's like it's a whole new world. I'm trying to make sure I spend enough time on that because these guys, they didn't just get stupid. What they've been doing this for a long time. These politicians. So I try not to spend. I like to be informed, but I try to stop myself from being
I
too
get
informed
distracted for sure.
because I got to make sure her business do good, his business do good. I got to make sure I call people back. I got to make sure I'm on time for your podcast and make sure I chip in on your thing. So when I call you for my thing, you come. It's like to me, that's just so much more important.
For
It's like
sure.
when you oppress people, you really make them invincible. Like I feel like a superhero because I have to be stronger than you to survive. I have to be stronger than you to survive because you are the oppressor. You make it to where just by default, I have to be better than you. And now in situations like these where the whole world go crazy, I get to show you. And I love it. I love it. I love it. You saw what we was doing oppress. You gonna send some bread now too? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna play. Yeah, for sure. I'm not buying no big screen TV. No, sir. No, sir. I'm finna get a mic and a $500 Go XLR and $1,000 camera so I could be crispy on China Show. That's what I'm finna do.
Okay. But I was going to say, with you talking about everybody going to get those business license, that is a big deal because no, it's not a lot of money, but like people thought it was because we were too scared to even go and look at how much it was. You know what I'm saying? I thought in my head it's $3,000. I just made up a price. It's $5,000. I ain't going to look. Right? It's $50.
And right? It ain't gonna be nothing to you.
When I tell a person it costs $50, they be what? It's $50. Go get you one. You know what I'm saying?
One and put your energy into your idea.
Right. But I think a lot of times we've been so conditioned, as you say, to like I don't know, to not think that we can be successful, that we're afraid to even go look. You know what I'm saying? To even do the research for it. You know what I'm saying? To even just let me just go see what it would take to go, not even informing other people about it. You know what I'm saying? But just
the same way.
To go and look.
I'm the same way. I'm gonna tell you what happened when I went to the store to get some equipment for this very thing. And I got to break myself from doing it. I go in the store. I got the money to get it. When it's more than $300 or $400, though, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna get on my phone. I'm gonna Google it. Read the reviews that I already read because I've already done the research. But But I be in Best Buy just standing there. Just standing there, trying to come up with a reason not to get it. Is this a good idea? Is this smart? But really it's a fear thing. It's like I've seen a woman just go paint a mural on a street that's off the beaten path, 7th Street, under a bridge. Nobody go down 7th Street. You got to go out your way to go under 7th Street. She painted a mural with black women on it, and it was sabotaged 4 times.
Yeah, I talked to her.
Yeah. I've seen the amount of pettiness and sabotage from their community. So I'm like, nigga, what make you think your black behind is finna start a business and sink thousands into it and they gonna let you succeed? That's not smart. That's not, if we talking about statistics and numbers, that's not smart. It would be smarter to go invest in one of your white friends' business because he gonna be welcome with open arms and they're gonna wave him through.
Right.
And I'm standing in front of a camera in Best Buy and all that's running through my head. So I know these people getting these business licenses. I know. And that's, though some of those people used to be the same people at the social kickback, getting discouraged or feeling weight from the hotep talk.
Right.
And I see them changing. I see them growing. And it makes me excited.
What happened to my sound?
I can hear you.
Okay. I hear you now. You went out for a second.
Where did I go?
You back. You back.
Actually,
that reminds me of one thing I was going to ask you, because I feel like this probably happened to you before. There was a friend of mine who I have on Facebook, but anyway, he's really good at promoting his businesses and like his music, and he's always sending stuff out and like always on top, always live, and always always on it, right? And so one day I saw him post, and he was like, "Why is it that when I send my stuff out, you want to send your stuff out?" But basically he was sending his stuff and like people was like, "Oh, you don't mind," saying they was responding, or they'll see him do something, they're like, "Oh, let me go and do something." And I feel him, he was like kind of salty, but I was like, like don't take it like that. Take it as you motivating them, right? Like some people, they don't know what first step to take, but when they see you take that first step, they're like, "Oh, I can take a step too," and so I was trying to encourage him not to see it in a negative. Like, don't see it as somebody hating on you or, saying that they can do it. But they just see it as like, oh, here's an opportunity for me to succeed. And some people don't know how to do stuff on their own, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like some people literally don't know how to take any steps. They don't, like how to create their own wealth or how to create their own lane, how to create their own. It's one thing, for instance, let's say, if me and you both had a podcast, which we do, they're two completely different energies. Even though we might talk about the same thing. You might go and talk about Ujamaa, because we just did Ujamaa too, but it would be completely different, right? Whereas somebody else would come and do it, and they would try to almost mimic my exact setup, right? And so I think that's kind of what he was referring to more. But I know that you've dealt with that.
I have, and I know why he felt like that because. If you look at the leaders of Little Rock, if you look at the leaders of Arkansas, if you look at the black leaders all over the country, and you talk to them about their origin story, a lot of us were largely and are largely rejected by our own society, by our own people, outcasts, hoteps, So for your answer to me starting a business to be you starting the same business, it feel like a shot, So not only did you reject me, you didn't want to be like me or around me. You saw what I was doing, and instead of giving your $5 to that, you went and took $10 and started your own thing to compete with me in an area that you not only don't know anything about, you didn't want to hear about when I was trying to impart the wisdom. So, but as you become a leader, and you become mature in your walk as a leader, you understand that comes with the territory. And you understand, when you understand black people in context, you understand that's you can't take that part of it personal.
Right.
You take that part of it personal. Don't look at the person as them that day. Think about their story and what their story might be. And think about the fact that they got kids. And the kids, you know how kids are. Kids see things totally different. All the kids see is 2 black people with businesses. That's it. They don't know about the details. They don't know who did what first. They don't care. And that's the important part. But it is hard. It's hard as a leader because to fight for people who reject you is it'll mess your mind up.
Say it again. Say it again.
For real. You're like, what am I doing this for? Why am I going outside? I'm good. I'm good. I don't have to do any of this. I am recruiting this foolishness, you know.
Out here asking for it.
Yeah, but it's a part of the walk. It's a part of the walk. And it wasn't a lot that was chose to do it. And I ain't saying chosen like you special. It's just chosen if you got the gift of retaining knowledge, if you got the gift of analyzing knowledge, the gift of applying knowledge, the gift of gab. If you have that, that means you were chosen.
And the ability to go through it, because that shit is hard. To keep doing it, to bet on self every day. That is very hard.
If that's your thing,
every day and bet on you.
Do your thing. And like I said on the very first song on the album, don't be looking for payment. Your payment is you get to be yourself on earth.
I say you get to live
freely. Because think of a person who you start a business and then they start the same business. Both of y'all got mirrors at your house and y'all have to look in those mirrors, and y'all at different stages in y'all life where y'all see different things in that mirror. You don't want that person's problems and they don't want yours. So just be glad that you get to be yourself. Be glad that you came to an understanding while you still have your mind. Because some of us are my age and they don't even have a mind no more. They can't keep or get an understanding if they wanted to. So we just have to be thankful for that and know that it comes with the territory, and know that the reason that we have this time and space to develop like this is because people like us fought and were rejected before we got here.
I say.
And it's your turn to eat shit.
Join the team.
Come on. Yeah, it's your turn, buddy. Don't go to the bathroom. Come on. It's your turn to eat shit. You know, and we're going to get through it. We're going to pass it on to the next generation, but that's what it takes. Anybody can move to California, Florida, somewhere where it's already going down. Stay home and do the work.
I say.
You going to go to a cool place, or you going to make a place cool so the whole nation can be cool? Do the work. That's what we doing. And it's not always fun.
No.
But our hardships are harder, so our celebrations are harder.
I say.
And that's why me and Arkansas Bo, elbow to elbow, just laughing at shit that ain't funny. Just happy to be together. Just happy to be around people who love music. Happy to be around somewhere where we don't feel like we threatened. You know?
Okay, last question. Explain to me the difference between gratefulness and contentment, because that's what I feel like he was just talking about.
Hell, I don't know.
Let me explain a little bit more, right? So I talked to you about this last time. I'm glad I brought it up. So last time, me and Adrian talked after the camera was off, and you missed all of the
30 minutes.
Right, you missed all those good conversations. But what I was talking about with you last time was, I was telling you the issue that I kind of have with us is, as a people, right, is our understanding of what it is to be grateful, right? Because I am a type of person where I do try to be, I am grateful, right? I'm grateful for everything, because there's been a lot of sacrifices happen for me to have what I have now. And I work really hard, but I also know that other people have sacrificed a lot for me to have what I have. So I'm very grateful for that. But a lot of times I feel like gratefulness can lead to complacency, right? Because we have been taught through religion and through cultural practices and all kinds of things historically, you know what I'm saying, that be grateful for what you got. That's enough. Don't ask for any more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be content. Did you eat? You know what I'm saying? Do you have breath this morning? Can you walk? You know? And if you have those things, then what else do you need? Right? So I really, 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 really am trying to encourage people to move away from complacency, right? And to understand that you can be grateful. You can be grateful and not be complacent. You can be grateful for what you have and go get some more. Ashe? You know what I'm saying? Be grateful and build. So
I don't think you should be, if your heart is pure, I don't think you should be afraid of being considered greedy. Because I do believe that what's in the earth is yours. What's yours, can't nobody have it. You know, can't nobody else give away what's yours. What's yours, can't nobody have it. So being ambitious and wanting to get more it's not a bad thing. And also, if you surround yourself with people who love you, they're going to let you know when you're going too hard, when you need to take a break, when you need to rest. That's why you have a team, so they can tell you. But if they're not telling you slow down, don't feel guilty about wanting things. Helping out your people doesn't mean that you have to take a vow of poverty. Don't be scared to sell things. Don't be scared to.
I need you to say that again. Helping out with your people does not mean you need to take a what?
A vow of poverty. You don't have to do that. I heard that first from Brother Tariq Nasheed, and it struck a chord in me as well. Because you don't have to be poor to be a good person.
They'll make it seem like it though, particularly in our community. They make it seem like almost like you have to be poor. You know what I'm saying? In order to be
not support you and not put any effort into supporting you, but put lots of effort into slandering you when you get to a place that is perceived as successful.
Right.
Comes with the territory though. And unfortunately, if you got a person who is emotionally immature, financially immature, that's a part of their growth as well. So you don't write them off, but you don't have to be around that energy either. But I think the thing for today is just don't take failure personal. Don't take slander personal. When people say weird things or say mean things, that doesn't inform the smart people around them about you. That informs the smart people around you about them and how they move and how they roll. So don't take it personal. If I go up on a woman and I say, "Hey, how you doing, ma'am?" She like, "Get back." I'm not going to take that personal. That wasn't for me. She been through something.
Yes.
And she trying to protect herself. I'm like, oh, my bad. I'm gonna just walk off. I'm not gonna be like, what is it? Do I got doodle on me? Do I stink? That wasn't for me. I'm not gonna take that personal.
You're right.
They working through something. So a person who hating on you or whatever, don't take it personal. That's where they at financially. They giving you what they got. If you met their parents, you'll probably be like, wow, he really doing good, because what he came from is way worse than that. So don't take failure personal. Don't take slander personal, man. Just keep on moving. Don't stop. No, soul to soul.
Man, you get so many gifts every time. Every time. You don't even know. Like, you be dropping so much knowledge. And then, like, what you be saying resonates with me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you hear it from somebody else and they be like,
I know you're going through it. Anybody who trying to lead or do anything, you're going to go through it. We going through the same. Believe that. We going through the same stuff. It might be different stages of it, but everything they telling you, don't you cry about it. Because you looking at me, they told me that. You stupid. You gonna try to do that here? Oh yeah, I saw your little podcast. You know what I'm saying? They doing it. They doing it to everybody, man. Don't take that person. They doing that to everybody.
It'd be like 2 likes, 500 views.
I saw your little podcast. Now that's a business thing, and that's the thing that you'll like. Actually, if you post something with a link, or if you post a video even, normally out of people who scrolling through social media all day, you're gonna get 1 click out of them. So I think you should be happy that the clicks are on the views, because to me that's better than having like 500 likes and 2 views. You know what I'm saying? But them people who didn't even like it or view it. I saw your little podcast. It looked all right. Is it still going on? You gave it your best.
Terrible. You make me feel bad for 2 reasons, right? Because
what you do?
I've had the experience, so I saw your little podcast, but I don't tell them like that, but I have definitely also been the person, I saw your podcast. I'm gonna no, but I be planning to get to it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't call it little. People,
I like it. I ain't calling it little. I'd be excited, I'd be encouraging. Like, I've saved it, but no, I was talking to somebody one time because I didn't realize that they were doing it was reoccurring, right? So I didn't understand it was continuous. And so I was like, oh, okay. And so anyway, it wasn't me. I didn't call it little. I did not call it little.
Good. As long as you don't call it little, you ain't no hater.
That's how you look like. That is so funny. Okay, that show give you some shade. Like, I see you trying to do something.
Man, right. Yeah, I see you trying to do something stupid.
But then they got the jealousy up in there, right?
It's in there.
Envious in there.
But yeah, you can't take that personal, man. That's coming from a lot of That's coming from a deep place.
It
Just
is.
keep on moving and don't feel singled out. They doing all of us. A person that you're looking at who you consider successful or highly revered. You know, you think Michael Eric Dyson was cool in school? Absolutely not.
No.
No. Nobody wanted to talk to him. He was too wordy for him. Cornel West. I told you I spoke with Annie Abrams, and I was like, I wish I could have been born where I was a teenager in the '60s because you guys really had it together. She was like, "Fool, didn't nobody want to hang with us? It was just a few of us."
Right. Yeah, that really. Yeah. They were a very isolated group. Like now, when we look back over history, they are like
every black person
promoted, but like nah. I remember like asking like some of my family, I won't name who they were, but I was like, were you in the marches? Did you participate? I was like, hell no, we did this shit. You know what I'm saying? They were honest. You know, it's like we did it. No, they had water hoses and shit out
there. Yeah. I got 2 pair of pants. I'm not finna go get them red and mildew. Yeah, for sure.
No, we weren't doing that. White folks right. You
know, we got to pay our dues too. So just
it's a very select group. You're right, and it does seem like it was everybody, but it was never everybody. You're right. That's funny. Okay, well, Adrian, 606 every time, it's always a good conversation. I don't know why I'd be worried. Sometimes I'm like, well, maybe I should have prepared more questions, but it's never necessary.
You'd be chopping it up.
You know, it would be a good conversation every time. So I appreciate you again. Definitely, like I said, we were here with Adrian 607. Getting ready for Kwanzaa and speaking to another dope black man talking about Ujamaa cooperative economics. I said, there you go, repping the shirt. There we go, right with his human on the side. I see you.
That's right.
But talking about cooperative economics and the ways that we embody that, right? So I brought Adrian on the show, not necessarily because he celebrates Kwanzaa, but because he embodies cooperative economics, right? This is a lifestyle that he lives. And these are tools that we are trying to get people to incorporate into their everyday lives, right? These principles, because if we live by them, we create communities and cultures and energy that resonates this. So that's what we're moving towards, Ashe. So thank you again, Adrian. Did you want to say something before we?
Thank you. I do have one more thing to say.
Okay.
I know everybody want to get it out the mud and get it on your own, but sometimes the best way to learn how to be a good leader is to be a good follower. If somebody already has an idea over here, help them start their idea, and don't feel bad about not being a leader of that idea, because you're going to take the lessons that you learn from that to start your own. So many of us split off into individual things, and like 10 different things don't work because it was supposed to be 4 different things that those 10 people worked on. And just don't be afraid to do that. You know, don't be afraid to do that. I think that's we need to learn how to do that in our community, because we always want to be the leader, even if we don't have the experience. I think that's a mistake. So I'm gonna leave you with it.
Ashe. Know when to lead and when to follow. I agree. I think that
it's the time to do both.
Ashe. I think that's one of the best, what it's called, one of the best attributes of a leader is to know when to follow, right? Like you said, and now it's time to do both, right? You can do both at the same time. All right. So like I said, it's been another episode of Educeumm. Thank you so much, Adrian. Please check out the rest of our Kwanzaa specials. They will be on here, but then I'm going to show each one in order during the week of Kwanzaa. We will be live streaming. So you're going to get to see this conversation with me and Adrian again on the 29th. Ashe. So check us out then. Feel free to be in the comments. I'll also be promoting it. So hopefully more people will be aware of that conversation at that time. So the flyer and everything will be coming out after this actual conversation. So you can catch us doing Ujamaa. Peace and lights.